Nowadays, many people feel an inexplicable emptiness. Perhaps it's the pressure to achieve rapid success, the pursuit of perfection, or simply the sense that something greater is missing. In this context, the work of Carl Jung and the wisdom of Hermes Trismegistus emerge as powerful sources of inspiration for those seeking deeper meaning and authentic transformation. Jung's message, that our unconscious holds parts of ourselves waiting to be understood, aligns seamlessly with Hermes' vision of a universe and human soul connected on an essential level. Both believed that to find our purpose, we must dive into the depths of the mind and grasp the greater forces that govern our existence. In this video, we'll explore how the ideas of Hermes Trismegistus and Jung can help us find meaning where there was once only chaos and recognize that even our greatest crises hold significance, a key to a higher purpose. Here, the ancient and the modern converge to offer a worldview where nothing is accidental, and true inner peace arises from self-awareness and the acceptance of every part of who we are. If you're looking to understand yourself on a deeper level and unlock your hidden potential, I invite you to explore the ebook Alchemy and Archetypes, Exploring Inner Transformation Through Jungian Psychology. Inside, you'll find practical exercises revealing the secrets of Jung's psychology and how to integrate them into your life. The link is in the first comment. To fully grasp Jung's ideas, we must first become acquainted with Hermes Trismegistus, a mythical figure who combined Egyptian and Greek wisdom, offering a vision where the spiritual and material are interconnected. Hermes is credited as the author of the Hermetic writings, ancient texts that describe a universe in which everything is connected. Among Hermes' teachings, the principle as above, so below stands out as a key to understanding life. He teaches us that the macrocosm, the universe, reflects the microcosm, the individual, and that their relationship is not random but essential. Think of it as a tapestry. From the front, it displays a harmonious design, but when turned over, you see intricate threads woven behind every figure. Each thread, each color, has its counterpart on the other side. Similarly, what we experience outwardly, our conflicts, doubts, is a reflection of the intricate threads woven within us. Hermes suggests that if we want to understand life's events and challenges, we need to look inward and comprehend our internal threads, which form our unique pattern. When we face something difficult, like a conflict or a persistent emotion, Hermes would argue it's not an isolated event. It's deeply connected to our inner being. The same hidden pattern that moves us internally is reflected externally. This is where Hermes and Jung intersect. Inspired by Hermes' principle, Jung demonstrated that by exploring our unconscious, we can better understand our role in the world and the lessons our challenges bring. For Jung, self-knowledge is like weaving this inner tapestry with awareness, making visible the threads that were once hidden. This process of exploring our microcosm ultimately reveals a clearer, more harmonious view of our role in the macrocosm. If you're seeking practical tools to integrate these deep aspects of your psyche, the ebook Alchemy and Archetypes offers a comprehensive guide. With it, you'll learn how to turn your personal challenges into a journey of growth and self-awareness. The link is in the first comment. Both Hermes and Jung show us that self-knowledge is not just a personal journey but an essential path to finding purpose and inner peace, as it reveals the unity between us and the universe. Throughout his life, Carl Jung sought answers beyond conventional science. He delved into ancient traditions, such as Hermeticism and alchemy, finding in them a wisdom that seemed to speak directly to the human soul. In Hermeticism, Jung saw a reflection of his own ideas, particularly in alchemy, which he interpreted as a powerful metaphor for psychological transformation. For Jung, alchemy wasn't just about turning metals into gold but transforming our own raw material, our traumas, insecurities, and fears, into consciousness and self-awareness. He called this process inner alchemy. Think of a moment when you faced a difficulty and, instead of avoiding or ignoring it, decided to confront it. That effort to understand and accept what you were feeling, to learn from the situation, is the essence of inner alchemy. Imagine someone who, in their romantic relationships, feels an intense fear of abandonment, which impacts how they engage with their partner. Even in stable relationships, they feel the need to control situations, seek constant reassurances, and sometimes avoid vulnerability out of fear of being hurt. This person decides to explore where this pattern comes from and embarks on a journey of self-discovery. Through deep reflection, they recall childhood experiences of witnessing intense family conflicts and separations, internalizing the belief that love was unstable and could disappear at any moment. As a child, they absorbed the idea that to keep love, you must always work hard, and perhaps that they were not truly deserving of love. This unconscious belief shaped all their future relationships, creating a cycle of insecurity and fear. By recognizing this origin, they begin to observe their reactions more consciously. Instead of seeking excessive control or guarantees, they challenge themselves to trust their partner more and express their insecurities authentically. Gradually, this approach transforms the dynamic of the relationship. They realize that love doesn't require constant vigilance, and that it's possible to experience affection with freedom and trust without fearing the other's departure. This process of revelation and transformation is an example of inner alchemy. By confronting and understanding the root of their fear, they transform their pain and insecurity into a genuine ability to embrace love with confidence and maturity. This is the goal of therapy: to deconstruct in order to rebuild and rediscover oneself. Another Hermetic concept that Jung embraced was the collective unconscious, a deeper dimension of the mind where all human symbols and archetypes reside. For Jung, the collective unconscious is like a universal soul that connects us to ancestral wisdom. He believed that by accessing this dimension, we tap into a source of knowledge that goes beyond individual experience. This collective unconscious, like Hermeticism, reminds us that our struggles and hopes are not solely our own but part of something much larger, shared by all of humanity. Jung used these Hermetic concepts to develop psychology as a tool for authentic and profound transformation. He believed that the process of individuation, confronting and integrating our shadows to discover our true essence, is essential for healing and personal growth. By following this path, we can, like the alchemists, transform our challenges into psychological gold, finding purpose, peace, and wholeness within ourselves. In Jung's view, we all carry a part of our psyche called the shadow, aspects we repress or deny because we see them as negative or undesirable. The shadow contains traits, desires, and impulses we even hide from ourselves, yet it greatly influences our attitudes and decisions. Far from being threatening, the shadow is an essential part of who we are, and integrating it is fundamental to the transformative process Jung likened to alchemy. Inner alchemy involves the conscious effort to bring to light what we avoid and, in doing so, recognize the value in these hidden parts. Just as alchemists transformed base metals into gold, integrating the shadow allows us to turn insecurities and fears into self-awareness and personal strength. For example, imagine someone who prides themselves on always being calm and peaceful but occasionally explodes in anger for no apparent reason. By exploring their shadow, they might realize that beneath the calm exterior lies anger accumulated over the years. Perhaps they learned as a child that expressing frustration was wrong and began repressing any feelings of anger. This repressed side became their shadow, surfacing uncontrollably in moments of stress. Over time, this person decides to confront their shadow instead of avoiding it. Through therapy or practices like meditation and journaling, They begin to accept that anger is a legitimate and natural emotion. They learn to recognize signs of frustration before losing control and start setting boundaries more clearly and honestly. This is an example of inner alchemy. By acknowledging and understanding their anger, they transform impulsive outbursts into a positive force for authentic and safe self-expression. Integrating the shadow is central to Jung's psychology and inner transformation. Instead of dividing our internal world into light and dark, psychological alchemy invites us to see our totality, accepting both light and shadow as complementary parts of who we are. The true path to peace lies in recognizing these aspects and embracing them, allowing them to become integrated and balanced forces. What do you hide in your shadow? What emotions, impulses, or fears do you avoid acknowledging? By allowing yourself to discover and embrace these parts, you may not only uncover your true essence but also find a new sense of peace and freedom. Hermetic wisdom and Jungian psychology are not just distant philosophical ideas. They are valuable guides for navigating the difficulties and conflicts of modern life. In the Hermetic view, everything is interconnected, and each experience, no matter how challenging, holds lessons that can lead us to personal growth. Jung, in studying and applying this perspective, believed that both our internal and external conflicts offer opportunities for self-discovery and transformation if we have the courage to face them. For instance, imagine someone constantly under pressure to succeed. They find themselves always chasing immediate results, striving to meet external expectations, and over time, this pressure leads to inner disconnection and even symptoms of anxiety. According to the wisdom of Jung and Hermeticism, such a conflict might be a message from the unconscious, a call to look inward and reflect on what truly matters. At this point, the teachings of Hermes and Jung provide an alternative path. Instead of searching for answers externally, they invite us to investigate what's happening within. By doing so, this person might begin to ask, is this constant pursuit of success aligned with what I truly value? Which parts of myself am I neglecting in trying to meet these standards? These questions help transform the conflict into a journey of self-awareness, where each difficulty becomes a clue to what they genuinely desire. In this way, a modern struggle, seemingly just about the pressure to succeed, unfolds as an opportunity to align one's external life with deeper, authentic inner need. This process of alignment and balance is precisely what Jung referred to as individuation, the path to becoming who we truly are, free from the pressure to live solely by others' expectations. The practice of synchronicity, a central concept for Jung, offers a practical way to apply this ancient wisdom to daily life. Often, as we embark on a journey of self-awareness and alignment, we begin to notice meaningful coincidences that seem to guide us. For example, while reflecting on their relationship with work, someone might encounter a person who shares a similar experience or stumble upon a book offering profound insights into their doubt. For Jung, these synchronicities are like signals from the universe, guiding us toward what we need to learn and integrate. This wisdom, which connects the human soul to the universe and values self-awareness as a path to transformation, reminds us that modern challenges are not obstacles to avoid but doors opening to a deeper understanding of ourselves. By applying the principles of Jung and Hermes Trismegistus, we can transform every conflict into an opportunity to align with our essence and rediscover what truly brings us peace and fulfillment. For Jung, archetypes and synchronicity are two of the most fascinating and revealing aspects of the human psyche. He saw archetypes as universal images and patterns we all carry in the collective unconscious, symbols like the hero, the sage, the shadow, and the lover, representing themes and forces present across all cultures and times. Archetypes manifest in our dreams, behaviors, and even our choices, acting like inner guides, showing us who we are and what we need to integrate. Take, for example, someone who repeatedly dreams of scenarios involving danger and escape. Through self-reflection, they come to realize that these dreams are revealing the presence of the hero archetype in their life. Though the hero may seem distant or unattainable, this symbol invites them to confront their fears and act with courage. These dreams function as a signal from the unconscious, suggesting they need to access their inner strength and take a more active role in their life. Synchronicity, another phenomenon Jung interpreted as a form of communication between the psyche and the universe, is just as transformative. He described synchronicity as the occurrence of meaningful coincidences that appear purposeful, as if the external world responds to our internal processes. Imagine someone reflecting on an emotional challenge and suddenly coming across a quote, a book, or even a person that provides precisely the message they need. Jung believed these encounters were not accidental but part of a dialogue between the conscious and unconscious. For Jung, archetypes and synchronicity work together as signposts on the path of transformation. They not only reveal aspects of our psyche but also guide us toward where we need to focus our attention. The hero archetype, for example, might emerge for someone facing a difficult time, signaling it's time to overcome their fears and live with greater purpose. Similarly, a synchronicity during an emotional crisis could bring clarity and direction, as if the universe were pointing out that they are on the right path. Jung believed that true transformation happens when we take the time to understand and integrate the hidden parts of our psyche. Inspired by inner alchemy, here are some practices combining Jung's and Hermes' teachings, offering a path for those seeking self-awareness and profound change. Dream journaling, connecting with archetype. Dreams are one of the main gateways to the unconscious. Jung believed that recording and reflecting on our dreams helps us connect with archetypes and symbolic content that reveal deep aspects of our psyche. Keep a journal by your bedside, and upon waking, write down your dreams while they're still fresh. Over time, you'll notice recurring patterns and themes. Dreams of the hero, sage, or shadow may emerge, pointing to lessons and challenges your conscious mind hasn't yet acknowledged. Guided reflection, facing the shadow. Integrating the shadow, according to Jung, is an essential step in individuation. Set aside a moment in your day to reflect on behaviors or emotions you typically avoid or repress, such as fear, anger, or insecurity. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What part of myself am I still struggling to fully accept? By consciously confronting these emotions without judgment, you allow your shadow to emerge, becoming a source of self-awareness and inner strength. Meditation for noticing synchronicities. Practicing synchronicity is another way to apply Jung's and Hermes' wisdom in daily life. Begin each day with a brief meditation, focusing on a question or theme important to you. Throughout the day, stay attentive to events, conversations, and coincidences that seem related to your reflections. Note these meaningful coincidences and observe whether, over time, they point to something greater. For Jung, synchronicities are more than chance. They're signs of alignment between your inner and outer worlds. Alchemical visualization, transforming raw emotions into understanding. This practice, inspired by alchemy, involves visualizing challenging emotions as if they were raw materials being transformed. When feeling anxiety or sadness, close your eyes and imagine these emotions as unrefined metals undergoing a purification process. Picture yourself channeling the energy of these emotions and transforming them into something new, like a gemstone or a light. Over time, this practice helps you embrace difficult emotions and see them as opportunities for growth. These practices remind us that self-awareness is not just a theory but an ongoing exercise in observation and transformation. Whether through dream journaling or meditating on synchronicities, each technique strengthens our ability to see beyond the surface, revealing the personal journey we must take to live a fuller, more authentic life. Hermes and Jung teach us that self-knowledge is a transformative journey, where every challenge reveals a bit more about who we truly are. Applying this ancient wisdom to modern life is an act of inner alchemy, a process of embracing our shadows, listening to the voice of the unconscious, and finding purpose in our true selves. To take this journey of self-transformation even further, the ebook Alchemy and Archetypes offers exercises and reflections to guide you through each step, deepening your path towards psychological integration and self-awareness. Find the link in the first comment. If you enjoyed this content, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for the next video, where we'll delve into the process of individuation.